This is the 2016 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Very much been anticipating this car.
Yep.
It's smaller than the last one. It's lighter than the last one.
I think it's better looking than the last one.
Could go a couple of different ways.
The old one looked like a bar of soap with wheel flares. This looks like an integrated sports car.
My only complaint about the look on this car is this cut line here. But I don't know how to do it better, so I'm going to deal with it.
You can't see it very well from here, but no. This crease here, this is a mistake. The clay modeler made a mistake. I'm sure of it. It's just like this bump out there. It wasn't intended. Maybe, but overall, better than the last one. I mean, this hood line is impossibly low.
It is.
For today's crash standards and stuff.
What you really can't see here, and you maybe kind of have to get a profile, is it comes down really low here, and it makes a very sharp increase. It rises quite dramatically. And actually, the look from the driver's seat is very dramatic.
It's like a mini Corvette.
It is.
When you drive a Corvette, you see these fender flares, and that was the way with this in the '60s, late '60s and '70s. And this has like a hint of that, but it's a smaller car. Maybe even like the old Opel GT. But this is good. This is good. It loses maybe some of the innocence of the look of the original couple gens of Miatas.
This is definitely.
This could be Italian. In the way the styling could be Italian.
You don't say, since Fiat is actually working on them with this.
I don't think that had anything
Mazda-led.
to do with it. I don't think that had anything. This is a Mazda.
Yes. But
okay.
The fact remains, Fiat is actually working on their own version of this that will be coming later on. Next year we're going to see it. Early next year we're going to see this.
I don't know what the reports say, but
something like that.
Yep.
Regardless, this is the Mazda. It has lost some of its chic look to it. It lost some of its happiness. It's more aggressive, more mean. I wouldn't call that pretty, but okay.
I said grinning.
Oh, grinning. Yes, grinning.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we need this little Stingray.
Well, that is part of the club package, though.
Okay.
That's part of the club package. The base car starts at just over $24,000.
Gets us the black mirrors.
Gets the black mirrors. It gets us the extensions down here. It gives us the black deck lid spoiler. Really not necessary, but it's there.
Yeah.
And then this particular car has a package that gives us the BBS wheels and the Brembo brakes, which in this case they're black with this interesting color that is not white. It is ceramic.
Despite looking very white at different times of the day and their different lights, this is not white. This is
ceramic.
Gray. I don't know. Looks good on the black.
Maybe it's the color your toilet is before it gets painted. I don't know.
How about under hood?
Under hood?
Now, Gernand has not seen under hood. I have, and this is actually...
Oh, let's see if I embarrass myself and can't find the... Ooh, look,
you got it. I love... Mazda has gone absolutely so minimalist. This engine bay, even though it's a modern engine bay...
This is right.
It's over here.
Oh, there it is. There's a little arrow.
Right.
Okay.
Just look at in here, right? 2-liter naturally aspirated engine, right? And it's got everything from a modern engine or modern...
Where's the beauty cover?
I know! It's not there! You don't have just an exposed valve cover.
Wait. You mean I open the hood and I have to look at my engine?
There's bits in here. Look at where I can stick my hand in spots. I could work on this car.
Are you saying it's going to be unreliable?
No! I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
Right? It's
the batteries like right there. That's unusual.
It's the club car. This car is. People are going to buy this car and they're going to go race it on the weekends. They're going to drag strip, not drag strip, but
155 horsepower.
Yeah.
2-liter, 155 horsepower, 148 foot-pounds of torque. Probably not drag
No drag strip. I don't know why I said that. But people are going to go have fun with this car, right? And they're going to work on it. They're going to tinker with it. They have room to do so. Why can't more modern cars be this simple and open and easy to work on?
Because they're wrong-wheel drive transverse.
This is not.
Yeah.
Also note, center line of the wheels, okay? Where's the engine? Completely behind that.
It's nice. It's like a...
I call that mid-engine all day long.
That is. Front mid.
Front mid.
Yeah.
Not rear, not to be confused with
obviously this is the front of the car.
with a Porsche Cayman or a Boxster, right?
Or a Fiero.
Or a Fiero, not to be confused with either of those.
Fiat X19.
Which are transverse engine, by the way. No, they're not. Why did I say that?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Fiero's transverse.
The Fiero's transverse. Yes, not the Porsche. Look how simple.
Very nice, very nice. Prop hood, I don't like that, but everything's got a prop hood.
Weight, it doesn't matter. This car, they lost weight generation to generation. That's what has to be embraced here. All right, let's go for a drive.
For a drive?
For a drive.
You're driving, what about me?
Don't worry. Oh, it's a tight fit.
Tight?
But
what
a good
about
fit.
for me?
A good fit. It's a good fit.
Yes,
okay.
Just right.
Seats. We've both driven this back and forth to work, on the road, on the highway. Seats are
well, they're a little bit tight when I first got in, but day 2, I think my body had adjusted to the
slimness, tightness.
Yeah, I'm not as slim as I'd like, but
I like the seats. They hug
they're
me.
Good.
They're good. They're comfortable.
They're good.
Even the cloth is. It's not super nice, but it's a Club Sport model. It's not leather. It's good.
The car starts at $24,000. I'm not expecting high quality leather. In fact, I don't want leather.
Yeah, you're kind of weird like that.
No, I'm not. You're weird.
Did you notice the cup holders?
Removable cup holders.
Yes.
So you don't have to have them. If you're somebody who's like, this is a sports car, I don't drink in my car, I don't. I'm engaged with my driving. Then
this
you
is
just
where the cup holders go.
Throw them away. Or put them in the glove box, which is back here. There's no glove box.
There is no glove box over there.
What is this? A '91 Corvette?
Yeah.
They didn't have one because they,
Right.
Anyway.
So glove box there. The top, super. Look at how easy that is to put up, and
that's pretty easy. And it has a glass rear window with a defogger
with defrost even. Right.
Yeah, no tonneau cover.
Right.
Tonneau,
and
tonneau,
this model you don't have to raise and lower. This is just always here. That's the wind blocker.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference. And actually, I know it's going to be. We're going to call it cheating a little bit. Roll the windows up. Turn the heater on. And actually, it's very pleasant to go in down the road. I was on the highway the other day when it was much chillier than this.
Oh, with the top down and the windows up.
With the top down, with the windows up.
I see.
Heater on, pretty good. Actually, I'm going to say it, I think it was quieter than my Mazda 3.
That's awful because actually, my wife and I had to kind of shout at each other while we were riding in this. Not because we were angry,
as I say,
but because
was there something that led up to the shouting match?
it's just like it's loud.
Anyways, let's drive.
I like that note when you start it up.
That note is good.
Yes.
Most of the rest of the notes, however, not the greatest sounding engine notes. See how pleasant that is when the windows are up?
You're going 12 miles an hour.
Well, I know. Honestly, I'm a little surprised there's as much body roll in corners as there is with this car.
I had not picked up on that.
I'm not offended. Well, just feel that. I'm not offended by it. I'm not.
Oh no, you got to do something to tell me I'm turning.
Yeah.
Well, there's a steering wheel.
Yeah, which is a great steering wheel. Feels great.
Yeah, it's a nice small size.
Small size, actually a very small rim section as well. But I'm kind of surprised at just how much body roll there is in this car. It's not perfect, which I think is a little bit of the appeal, right? So if it was perfect, you'd go into a corner at a speed and like the car would just do all the work for you.
I don't know that I agree with your logic there.
What's that?
Well, that you want it to not be perfect.
Well, I do want it to be more perfect.
I think you do want it perfect.
Yeah. It feels so alive. Also, the clutch.
Yes, but
anyways, it's good in corners. It does feel good in corners. The handling is pretty good despite the body roll.
Okay.
Right?
It rides a little stiff.
It does ride a little stiff.
That's probably the nature of the vehicle, but
a little extra damping, especially over some of the washboardy Michigan roads, would be nice. What do you think of the clutch?
I didn't think much about the clutch. Meaning I think it must have been fine.
True, but is it just my assessment, or is it a little bit light switchy? It's like the amount of travel to actually engage is very, very minimal. No?
I had not noticed.
All right. You haven't noticed much about this.
What do you mean I haven't noticed much? I noticed that it's got a touch screen and a little thing that a sports car shouldn't have.
Yeah, well, yes, I'll agree with that.
Yeah. It's better than some, but not better than all.
My hand and the shifter, where it wants to sit, I keep turning on different functions of the...
At least the cup holder's not there.
Infotainment system.
Because the cup holder there's bad.
Because the cup holder.
I mean, the cup holder way up here or back here isn't good either. Especially, might not be good for me and my elbow because I would have the seat farther back.
I'd spill my coffee in the morning.
It's like a Solstice coupe.
Well, except you don't have to contort yourself just to put the windows down. Remember, the switch was like way back here. These are actually quite logical.
No, that's because you're too short and you had to be farther up.
Oh, is that what it is?
I mean, I didn't have that problem.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
This from the guy who gets claustrophobic in a Fiero.
Well, you do. It's
like this car with the top up. It's just like this car. It's like when you're that short, like you're in like this cave and it's like really dark and there's a big blind spot there.
There is a big blind spot there.
I would really like to see them do a removable hardtop for this as an option.
Which would just make it more big blind spot.
No, because you've seen like the wraparound rear window on the other Miatas, like the first gen car.
Yeah,
I bet you could see out of that better.
I see that where you're going with this.
I mean, this is just the nature of a convertible. It's not really a specific complaint about the Miata.
Well, but
it's an observation. I mean,
it's pretty minimal.
And you're tight in here, and so like you bump your nose. I was bumping my fingers against the windshield. Actually, this is a compact interior.
That's because you talk too animated.
Yeah, well, the windshield is very close.
Do with the car.
The windshield. I don't do that on my CTS. I don't do that on my Oldsmobile. I certainly don't do that on my 68 Sedan DeVille. I know they're bigger. I know. But I didn't do that when I had a Fiat 500.
That's because you're sitting in an upright in a phone booth.
You're sitting on a bar stool in a phone booth. And it had a dashboard the length of a minivan.
Back to this
is very, but I like that about this. That it's very compact. It's minimalistic, except for all this extra nonsense for the. I wish we could just turn the radio on and off like a conventional car. But I harp on that on every car. So.
One other thing before we conclude, I have to note. When Di and I were driving this before, we were both getting. Well, he gave it to me with 30 miles to the gallon is what he was averaging. I think I was doing a little bit better.
I thought that was pretty good.
The sticker says 34 miles per gallon on the highway.
On the highway. And it says 27 city.
Correct.
Yeah.
What are you getting?
I got 38.6 before I gave it back to Muxlow. But see, I know that's highway driving. I mean, that's doing 42 miles forward, 42 miles back. But every on ramp, every off ramp, I am pushing it as fast as I can go.
So we're calling that good?
I think 38's fantastic if that's real. But that's what the car says. I never trust it. But,
that's true.
But he never.
Yes, true.
You got to figure it out for real at the pump. We didn't do that.
The gearing is very short.
Yeah.
The gears are very tightly spaced.
Yes.
The engine's running 3,000 RPMs at 70 miles an hour going down the highway.
Okay.
All that considered,
38 is very good. 30 is like, okay, you know, these guys are beating on it. It's not going to get 38. Right. But we never got down to 27, which is the city.
True.
So
my only complaint is it's a very lightweight car. I feel like it should be doing 40, no problem. Maybe like it needs a.
Well, give me a day and I'll get it to 40.
Probably. I just feel like, okay, gears 1 through 5, keep them nice and tight. 6th, let's run that sucker out. Get a tall one in there. We don't need 6th gears spaced right on top of 5th. That's my thought. This car is light enough. The engine is small enough. It's got Sky Active. It throws a bone there. That's my complaint there.
But what two-seater sports car comes close to 38?
Well, how many two-seater sports cars do we have left out there?
None. But what was the Solstice and Sky?
Oh, nowhere close.
32 with the turbo. Maybe downhill with the tailwind.
Right. That was my one complaint. So, in conclusion,
okay,
what are we going to say about this car? I guess there's really no competition, so you should just go buy it.
Well, I mean, let me put it this way. I like it enough that I would like to own one.
Daily driver?
I'm debating about that.
Little too stiff-legged.
Let me put it this way. This is an appealing enough car that I think I would tolerate the stiffness and the noise and its shortcomings. I think I would.
And on that bombshell,
you can't say that.
And on those final thoughts, that's all we got for tonight. We're out of here.
All right.